Hi, my name is Lily and I have leukemia.
My name is Kelly and I am her mom, and we are making this video, and we hope to keep making videos over the course of her treatment so that we can have our friends and family have a better understanding of how our days and weeks and months are going.
Keep them updated.
Keep them updated, exactly. So today is a big day, Lily. Today is
7 days at home.
7 days at home. Yeah. Now, do you have any ideas for what we should do to celebrate tonight for that?
I have a couple. So, Dad's friends had to have a Nintendo, and they let us borrow it.
Yeah.
So I want to do that with Dad later, and ice cream, mint chocolate chip.
So Nintendo and ice cream is going to be the celebration party. I'm down for that.
Okay.
What was the type of ice cream again?
Mint chocolate chip.
All right. Not my fave, but I'll eat some mint chocolate chip with you. That sounds awesome, Lily Pie. All right, so let's see. It's been 1 week at home. What is the thing that's made you, or have you enjoyed the most about being home after 12 days in the hospital? What's been the best part of being home?
My bed. It's so much better because my back doesn't hurt as much, and I don't like the hospital beds.
Yeah. I really thought that the hospital beds were where it was at, with all the buttons and the moving and the ups and downs. But your first night here at home, when you woke up in the morning, you felt so much better. You're like one night and your back was a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what about any, and I'm sure there's been many, but what about challenges? What's been kind of hard about being home?
There was always because I had the nurse button, so if I needed the nurse for something, I could just have her come in and she'd come immediately. But here you're not always available, and also we don't have all this stuff.
Yeah. Well,
she's more experienced than you.
That's fair. The nurses are definitely more experienced than me. But have I not been there for you on certain nights? Have I snored the night away and not been there?
I had to go to the bathroom the other night.
Did you attempt to wake anyone up?
No.
No.
Well, I did. I said, Mom. But I didn't say Dad's name. Maybe I should have said Dad too.
No. Daddy definitely wouldn't have heard you.
Yeah.
Okay, so you snuck in there alone because your parents were sleeping hard in the bed. That's fair. That's a good point. But you are more independent here. You know, when we were in the hospital, you really weren't in a place where you could even get up to go to the bathroom by yourself. So that's pretty cool. A lot of improvement there. Yeah. So you love that you're back in your bed, but the help isn't as great. All right. Well, do you want to talk a little bit about your 12 days in the hospital?
Yeah. What should I start with?
All right, well, why don't you think of what are the 3 words that come to mind if you were to describe your stay in the hospital?
Pain.
Oh dear.
Difficult. Revolting.
Revolting. Pain, difficult, and revolting. Wow. Okay. But that's fair, right? It was a really crazy time going there because we went in on December 19th.
It's January 6th.
It's January 6th today. You went to the hospital on December 19th. And those first 2 hours there were super crazy.
I did not like the babies crying, and I had to get the IV in my arm.
The IV was bad, yeah. That was
they weren't
tough.
experienced.
As
experienced.
Yeah, I think she actually did a good job, but the second IV was better than your first one. So I could see how that was. And you hate needles, so that doesn't work in your favor at all. Yeah.
And going down for the X-ray because my legs were super swollen back then. So they did the X-ray because remember it hurt to the touch.
Yeah.
That was.
You did the X-ray, and then we also had your procedure done that day, where you had anesthesia. That day was insane, and that was also the day you found out you had leukemia.
And you didn't tell me though that day. You told me the 3rd day, But who was her name? Fran. I met Fran.
It was, yes. No, we met Fran on day 2. So
Oh.
day 1, we actually spent the night on the 9th floor, and then on day 2 is when we moved up,
Oh, see, Nancy, I don't really
or
remember
flip-flopped
this.
it.
I don't
Yes.
remember any of that.
Yeah, I know. It's even a blur to me because I felt like things were moving so fast and quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was a really crazy couple days. Maybe I told you on day 2. Because remember, I was trying to find out what type of leukemia you had before you found out. And I think that was on day 2.
I thought you guys told me on the 3rd day, because remember, first day, and then the second day is still blurry, because I remember, like, I'm pretty sure it was day 3 that you told me,
Okay.
but it might have been day 2.
Yeah, like I said, I think for both of us it was a blur.
Yeah.
Yeah. How was that experience? Just us having that conversation in the room.
At first, I was, like, really devastated,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't want to die, because I thought the type of cancer I had, I was going to die, and I wasn't done living yet.
You're not done. That's right. You're just beginning, kid.
Yeah. And then I kind of got a grip on it, and I decided to take it one step at a time. And I felt more better about it because I learned that it is curable.
Mm-hmm.
I know that I won't have it forever.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's going to make me a stronger person.
Mm.
So I kind of try to look for the positive too.
Yeah. Okay. Well, speaking of, you and looking for the positives, that reminds me of that thing you told me the other day that was super inspiring. We were getting ready to go into one of Lily's clinic visits, and we already knew. We'd already been there on Wednesday, and we hadn't anticipated having to go on Friday, but we did need to go.
Yesterday was Friday.
Yeah, it was yesterday. And, we were kind of just talking through that, and we were saying it is a challenge. It's not an easy thing to do, to have to turn around and go right back to VCU so soon after leaving.
It's a long drive too. It's an hour drive. So.
Right, yeah, it is an hour drive. But we were sitting there and we were talking about it, and I was saying how proud I was of you, and somehow we got into talking about like coping and how we are coping with this new normal, and how.
'Cause I didn't want to get in the car. I remember I didn't want to get in the car, so we were trying to find out ways to make it better.
Mm-hmm. And then you laid this inspirational thing on me that I was like, whoa, mind blown. I'm gonna take her advice and do what she's doing. But what did you tell me?
I said there's a thing I do every morning when I wake up in my head, where it's called the one goal, and you think of one challenge that you want to overcome that day, or something you know that needs to be done, and you think of like positive ways to solve it. But that's like your main thing to do of the day, like the main focus.
My main focus. Yeah. So one goal. Set one goal a day for yourself, and then try to meet that challenge. I think that's beautiful, Lily. And I think I am going to try to incorporate that into my day, because honestly, just taking some time to pause in the morning before I even get out of bed and start to kind of process what the day is going to bring and what the challenges may be and what I can do to try to meet those challenges would be a much healthier place to start the day versus me jumping out of bed and then immediately like springing into action with the 8 million things that need to get done with the day. I think if I took that time, it'd be super helpful, and it probably sets you up with a better mindset for the day if you're going ahead and thinking through that as soon as you wake up, of ways that you can meet the challenges and ways that you can think positively about the day. I think that's beautiful, little bug. Yeah. Well, the only other thing I thought that maybe we should note is just that your voice does sound different.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember?
I know why, because I forgot if it was the first or the second time I went under anesthesia. One of my, what's it called?
Your vocal cords.
My vocal cords, it's paralyzed. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know, you can dive deeper into it. That's just kind of.
I'm not very medically inclined, so I'm not sure I am the one to dive deeper into that. But yes, the left side of your vocal cord is paralyzed. And so
I remember she explained it like this. So it moves like this, and there's 2 of them, and they move like this. And right now, one's just going like this, and the other one's going like this. So it's not moving at all.
Right. And so at least you're still able to communicate pretty well, and we can still understand you, and we hope that that will kind of resolve itself over the next few weeks or months.
Doesn't hurt or anything either.
Yeah, that's good. Maybe you have to be careful about how big of gulps you're drinking and that type of thing.
No straws.
No straws. That's right. Yeah, no straws allowed. But yeah, we'll just see. And we're really not sure what caused that. It could be related to some of your chemo meds. It could be related to the anesthesia itself. You weren't intubated, but I really don't, the doctors don't seem to know exactly what happened. But you are going to start doing speech therapy within the next few weeks, I think. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah. Is there anything else that you want to say or add that I haven't kind of... Oh, we should do a shout out. You did mention Fran, one of your most favorite nurses at VCU. Because we did kind of say it was it was a painful... Did you use the word revolting? And what was that last one? Pain, revolting, and... Difficult. All of those things were very true.
Yeah.
But we did meet some really lovely people too, right?
Yeah, there was 3. My 3 main people were Fran. What's that guy's name?
Jerry.
What'd
you like about Jerry?
Yeah, wait, I'm not done.
Sorry.
And then the other, Christy? Is that her name?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I had to get my stickers changed on my port, and Jerry was one of the people who changed it. He was very funny. He dressed up as a reindeer because it was on Christmas, and he stayed after to help me with the sticker. He didn't have to, but he did, and he was all dressed up, and he gave me good makeup tips and how to do my eyeliner. And he was all about. He was like, "Oh yes, you got to make sure you're styled and everything." And then Christy was like kind of like a therapist. She kind of talked through things with me. She helped me take deep breaths. And then she changed my other bandage for my other IV, but that's out now. And then Fran, she was like very helpful. She came and visited me also on Christmas. But she helped me like she talked to me and she listened and she helped fix a couple things. Got rid of diarrhea.
Stop. No one heard that. Yeah, no, we really did have some awesome nurses along the way that really, I think, made a big difference in how we were able to handle the days, right?
Yeah, she came and visited me Christmas, and she had a big poof skirt on with little lights that were flickering.
Yeah, that was Fran. Fran was awesome. Yeah. And Katie was awesome too. I know for you that day was a bit of a blur.
I don't know, Katie.
Katie was great. She really advocated for you to...
Yeah, you said Dad liked her because she really put her foot down. Yeah,
she was by the book. We appreciated it. Yeah, we had a lot of great people. It was just the experience itself was just super challenging. It's like everything there was just on fast forward. Every 20 minutes there was a new challenge that we had to deal with and more people to meet, and there's a lot of people and a lot of... What did you say? What was that quote? That one that cracked me up. I've been
stabbed, poked, beaten.
No, it was stabbed, poked, and shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think after all of that, you were just so done. You know what another perk of being home is? Just not having to wake up every 2 hours.
Yeah, they were so annoying.
Yeah, it was so much.
They were loud.
Well, not all of them. Remember we had that one stealthy nurse.
Oh, yeah.
Susan.
I liked her.
She was stealthy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we digress. So we are hoping to make a video, like we said, I think ideally weekly, but I think we're going to play it by ear and just see what we're feeling up for. Maybe it'll be more, maybe it'll be less, just kind of depending, kind of taking whatever Lily wants to do and we're rolling with it. So it's kind of in her court, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for listening, guys.